Hello everyone, Peter here, Piotr Kistner. Guys, I from Right to Repair, yes, UK. Guys, there is a problem because we got a customer which brought in several laptops. One was unbranded, and that unbranded laptop has too many issues, and I need to, not treat it as a regular repair, but more of a project, yes. But this customer will come back soon, and he would like to have something to work on. So he gave me 2 extra laptops. One fixable, but with the keyboard, yes. The first one unbranded was no way short to the ground, and if the power rail where it's supposed to send voltages it's shorted to the ground, then it's a problem. So we took another one. The keyboard issue is quite big, quite severe, so I need to take my time to do it. I had another repair, so I went through them. I'm quite okay, actually, to be true. I've mounted my speaker here. See, that's a speaker. Maybe I'll show you with a different camera, because this one ISO is automatically switching to the darker. We can get to the other one. Oh, that's even better ISO. Let's change it to, that's lower, will be 800, 600, 1600. Let's free. Okay, let's see how it will go. I'll get this whole thing, so I'll show you now. Let's see, I've mounted that speaker. So the speaker now is is hanging. It's not anymore on the desk here, so it doesn't make me a problem. Now the desk is capable of taking easily bigger TVs, yes, you can see that. And here I need to only clean up now, because I've got a wee mess. And I've got a hi-fi here, yes. So we've got a ampli tuner, Sony, we've got a CD player, yes. And we've got a bottle of water and turntable, yeah. So anyways, let's put you back to this. Let's zoom on this the best we can. Okay, that's okay. Let's leave that ISO the way it is. So I've checked, and the customer didn't bring in a power supply to this one, which is a big problem again. Because if we need to fix it for the customer, and let's say customer won't have at home power supply, that will be an additional cost for the customer, I guess. But it is what it is. And what can we do about it? I would say nothing. Okay, see which one it is. They don't want to take too big one, to be true. This is reminding me about this one. This type, yes. But I might be wrong. Oh, actually no, fits perfectly. Because this is quite white. See, that's a funny thing, that you aim and resolve the type in the one go. Yes, that comes with the experience, you're right. You don't have to do it to that level. Okay, let's check on the short, because we don't want to burn our our power supply or anything. So the first procedure with a new equipment like laptop is to make That's a ground. So the outer pin is a ground, yes? Whereas the inner pin shouldn't beep. Oh, that's me. Yes, it's not beeping, so it's fine, yes? So we're happy to plug it into the power and see if it will start up or not. That should be 19 volts, but let's double check. What it is. Okay, we don't see what it is, but we can make a small test. It's G7000, so we can Google. Oh, that's a nasty thing. You can't. Oh, okay, I've managed to slide it. Oh, that's a nasty stuff here. Yes, here we've got it. 18.5. So 19 volts we can supply easily. If not, we can check the model and check the power, and then actually check on eBay for the power supply for this. That will be 19 volts. We know already by this, but let me double check eBay. G7000 battery. G7000 HP battery. Oh, sorry, not the battery. What I'm talking rubbish. Charger. Yes, G7000, of course. 10 pounds. 18.5 volts. Yeah, 18.5, 19 volts. The stabilizer inside it shouldn't make a harm, so that's why we don't care that much. 24 is here, so let's do 20 and 19. So third settings from the top. Okay, let's plug this in. Let's plug this one in. Oh, we wouldn't fit. Let's plug this wherever, like whatever. Okay, let's turn it around. We don't see any diodes or anything. That's another good sign to be true, because we should see a diode here in them. So I might be wrong with that plug actually. So let us check different one, because I don't trust it anymore. That's too big. Definitely too big. That would be barrel, but the inner pin here is too small for it, so that's no go. Everything is that's too small, I think. Yeah, that's too small, exactly. So it has to be this one. Why we wouldn't have that's in between? Well, yeah, that's not the shape. I was right with this. I don't believe, because we had on the meter actually 1300 shown, so I would bet that this is good one, you know. Oh well, let's press the power button and see what will be. Nada. Nothing. And do we have a light on this? Oh no, I'm talking rubbish. Look guys, it's not a problem with the laptop yet. It's the problem with this socket here. I think I had the same issue today with that socket. Oh, now we've got a light, and now we got an LED. Now it's right. Okay, so we've got a problem with that socket. I will have to look into it. Let's press the power button, and it's booting up. It's loud as it can be. Invent, HP invent. Let's check out. Oh, you don't see. Sorry guys. Now it's Vista. Yay, Vista. How many years I haven't seen ya? Need to speak to the guy, because if it's a Vista, he could run Ubuntu easily. Your password changed. So loud. Shotgun Total War. Wow, Vista. White screen. Sold out software. I need to speak to the person, to the owner of this, because to be true, this laptop has sound. This laptop has okay screen. It's only an older one. You know, that's not a good thing. Close tabs. So there are few problems. One, the hard drive, which is here, it's an old hard drive. Now the system is outdated, which is true. You know, that's completely true. You can't say it's not. And now if you want to use this you've got 2 gig of RAM and Pentium Dual 1.6. Well, to be true, you can't run new stuff on it, that's for sure. But if guy needs only for browsing, web browsing, then I would say we've got two choices. We could try to increase the RAM to 4 GB, because I don't know if you can see, but it's 2 GB here. I don't know if you can see, it's really blurry. Try to put this ISO down. 200. Oh yeah, that should do. Now let's zoom in. Now you can see, yes, it's 2. Okay, I'm moving like, so it's 2 GB, 2000 megabytes, yes, here. So it's really not enough in whatever you would try to do. And then the second thing is that the hard drive here is a regular hard drive. So customer can either put a bit of money and get SSD, depend on the needs of this customer, yes, and then SSD would allow this laptop to have more smoother work. Now depend what this customer will do on it. With 4 gig of RAM, with SSD drive, this would be quite, you know, quite modern stuff. Now CPU and graphic card. In these models you can't replace the graphic card, but if we're lucky you might be able to check if you can, you know, well, actually with opening it, you might be able to see if it's on the socket. If it's on the socket, we might check what's the top model of those CPUs, yes. If there will be significant difference in them, then it's worth to change. If it's not significant difference, it's not worth the hassle. So I can speak to the customer, we can see, you know, what it is and so on, and we can press manage as well here, manage, because this hard drive is extremely slow. That's probably 500 gigabytes, if lucky 1000, but more likely 320. Oh, I will have to blur computer name, and full computer name is some name and surname. I don't know if that's customer name or not. I'll have to blur it. Yay, it's loading. Oh, that's 150 gigabytes. Wow. Yes, so at the end of the day, it's a really old one. It's a really old one. So no, whatever you would say, it's an old one. 150 gigabytes. That's a no-go. Oh, battery in the DSLR is dying. And that's okay. I can switch through. We don't need to look at this, but as we know, it's a switch off. We don't need to replace that because we won't be doing anything with it. Yes, we can switch on to the webcam here. But I'm happy that this laptop is working, guys. That's a good thing. Let me check only what's the graphic card is here, but probably it's a Intel integrated graphic card. And we can check what is the, yes, mobile Intel 965. They had it. Otherwise they had on the enclosure here somewhere, they had it written that it's an extra graphic card like GeForce or something. So it's a G7000, and I'll check for G7000 RAM. G7000 max RAM max RAM 2. You can upgrade your HP laptop to up to maximum memory capacity of 2 GB. So no, that's a vintage laptop. That's just technology. Technology of this laptop doesn't allow you to go beyond 2 GB of RAM. Now you might be saying, can we tweak it, like upgrade the BIOS or something? I don't know all the models, so I can't tell you, but the maximum memory is 2 GB by default. Yes, and for instance, Crucial even don't have currently any compatible memory upgrades for this. Good news, your computer will work with several of our Crucial SATA drives. Yes, upgrade advice. Nope, thank you. So this laptop is an ancient laptop. This is not a modern laptop. Maybe I would be lucky to run a Windows XP on it. If so, I'd be happy to do so. I don't know if I will get all the drivers though, because that would be nice. I don't have any working Windows XP driver, laptop, and that's only 150 gigabytes. I'm curious if there are drivers, maybe mods for Windows XP and SSD. I don't know. So this I thought we can do for customer. If we could upgrade it to 4 GB of RAM, that would be worth the hassle. But because we cannot upgrade it, the technology is just, excuse me, too old. Yes, if the technology is too old, it's good for small projects, but it's not good as a daily driver, because you can't, well, actually, to be true, I can put Linux on it. I can replace it with SSD, that's not a problem, or install 500 GB newer, quicker hard drive on it and put Linux on it. Okay, I could do it. That's possible, doable. But the problem only is, would customer be happy to have such solution? because if customer would not be happy at the end, then what's the point? I've got a 500 gigabyte, by the way, here. It's looking like 7mm, so that's a single plate only, yes? Single disk. So it's reading only one and has head from the top and head from the bottom, probably, and that's it, you know. So 250 gigabyte on one side and 250 gigabytes on the second side. So that would be 500 gigabytes, and we could put here some Ubuntu, yeah, because on Ubuntu it's easy, everything is easy, and the best support, everything from the community when it comes to you know, anything what's like installation, yes, upgrades and so on, drivers. So Ubuntu is a good operating system, so maybe let's do it. No, how long is the recording? 21 minutes. And we are already established that it's not worth for us to do anything about the how you call it, about the laptop anyway. Yes, it's not worth, and customer won't mind me doing it for sure, because he said to keep these laptops, yes. So I'm just trying to give him something which is working. Battery to charge. I'm gonna take it to the charger. Let's get another battery for our DSLR. And that one we will charge. Let's switch this babe on, yeah? Okay, so let's open the laptop. Let's put on the DSLR. Ugh. Now it's ISO again. 200, of course. Yes, let's leave it on 1600. And let's get this, although it's not relevant in this case, but let's put it on that. Oh, you don't see because it's too big zoom. Still on the big zoom. Okay. Some screwdriver, because here should be hard drive, or no, here would be hard drive. And let us get some. Oh, that's Torx. That's Torx, because I was putting back stuff here. So we need the. Yeah, that's good. The second, I was putting Cambridge Audio, which if you watch it, you will know that it's fixed without fixing. That's a one of two in the last days. Like yesterday was one like that, today was the second one. Okay. Okay, that's a SATA, 150 gigabytes. So now what we need is, actually we don't need to touch this one at all, okay, because that's a temporary solution. Now what we need is, we just need to be gentle, insert this one inside, okay, like that. We don't know if the drive is working still, yes? The optical drive, we don't know. We can't even assume because we didn't test it, yeah? All we've done was booting up. Now this is formatted to the macOS file system, actually the journal one. So it's a no-go. So either this one will work as a CD DVD drive here, yes, and we can use it, or we will have to use my external DVD drive to do it. What it is? 18.4 LTS. Okay, that's 18.4. I would rather get 20. But it's an old one. I know it's an old one, so just curious where I got 20. I should sign those disks, and then I'm not signing them, and I'm downloading operating systems like Ubuntu, OpenSUSE, or the macOS for this macOS. What had was needed, and then I'm downloading again another Windows 10, and then I'm downloading another OpenSUSE, because I count, that's XP original, that's another, Vista Home original, but that one is from Dell and this one is HP, so that's no license. OpenSUSE even older, 11, 12, 13, wow, SUSE, 11, Windows 8, but OM, so no serial, and I don't have any serial keys, I think, to 8. I've got 1 to 7 only. That's XP OM, that's what it is. That's XP Professional, no key as well. So yeah, I don't have here. Before I would have some cracked version somewhere, but in these times, to be true, it stopped. Like before, it was worth to have all of the operating systems with cracks, with everything. Like so many people had them and so on. Now, those people who I know of, nobody have cracked operating system. If so, they got unlicensed, and there is a message here. Activate your bloody Windows. Oh well, different times, different needs, yeah? Okay, let's get that 18.4 to be true. Another Windows 8 original one, and 64 bits, no serials, so 18.4 will do, and we can even upgrade it, that's not a problem. But let us check boot order, F10. Yes, BIOS, setup options. Let's check, what do we have here? Oh, 2025. That's a funny date. Main. Okay, so it's, I get it. So it's 17. And now which one is to select item? It's on, okay, I've selected. Select, enter, selection. Okay, so now we got it. It's a 20th today. 20th. Select menu, select item. So it's a month. What we got? 04, yeah? 04 and 2022. Okay, good. It's a maximum capacity of the RAM, so where is the boot? Yes, boot options. SATA enable. CD-ROM boot, okay, very good. That's nice. And what else do we need, guys, here? If the hard drive was recognized, serial number, BIOS, product, so we don't see a hard drive here. Security system configuration, diagnostic, no, we won't run the diagnostics. Okay, let's save changes and let's exit BIOS, yeah? And let's see if this drive will work, because that would be nice if this would work. If no, we can take my Samsung, select CD-ROM boot, yes, one, selecting one, yay. Okay, So for now it's reading, yes, we don't know how it will work and so on, but at the end of the day, if this will work on Ubuntu 18.4, it's not a problem to have Ubuntu 20 here, which I don't believe will be any benefits, as long as it's an updated operating system, and customer can see if that's for him or not. Then I would say, you know, let's leave it. Let's see if customer will like it, because if customer would like it, then we can think about something else. And I wouldn't put here Windows 7 because that would be too old. I would maybe put Windows 8, which is, oh, you see, this either will go through or will just hang here and will never go behind it. BIOS error. Let's see what it will do. Sometimes it's restarting, you know. It's an old laptop, so anything is possible. Oh, that's customers. So we don't know yet. Yeah, we don't know yet if we can install it. I'm just curious where I've put my OpenSUSE. I mean the Ubuntu 20 installer. Yeah, connector, flip down, timer, CRTC, pipe A, flip down, timeout, 5A, timeout. Oh well, we might not install it. Did I go? That's win reset password, which you don't need a Windows reset password, you know it, yes? All you need to use is your brain, and you can crack the password just like that, yes? If customer can prove you that they are the owner of the device, you can crack for them password, and then you don't need a single disk to do it. But it was useful with an older operating system. Like customer came to the shop and he said, oh, I've forgotten my password, here is a receipt, I bought it. And then on Windows XP I couldn't do it with no cracker, password cracker, yes? I see, so it's, although it's showing errors, it's still trying to go through. I'm checking this, maybe one of these will be another Linux. Because believe it or not, on the Linux you can still do a lot of stuff comparing to those old Windows operating systems. You are giving a new life to that laptop, pretty much. Okay, so here this disk wasn't recognized even. At least trying to read and count. Ubuntu 18.4 Bionic Beaver. Yes, we got it. Okay, so now it's loading. And so now it's good. Okay, now it went through that pickle and it's good. Oh, finally, device notifier. Okay, boot resources. We're set up the DEX. No, that's probably Windows 10. Probably, because I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, let's check another one. Yeah, sometimes I'm taking permanent marker and putting straight away the name. and sometimes I'm doing like several jobs simultaneously, and then I'm just, yeah, I'll do it. And then I'm not doing it. Okay, so another disk, blank DVD-R, okay. If it's a blank one, we don't want it. Where it went. Okay, so let's assume that's right, and that's an empty one. Whatever. And that's 8.5 gig. That might be Windows 10. Because I was going on Windows website not a long time ago and downloading 64-bit version for one of the computers. You know that those errors, by the way, they might be caused not by the hardware itself, but might be caused by the drive or by the disk. It really doesn't have to be, you know, it might be, don't get me wrong, it might be, but it's not set in stone. Okay, yes, that's set up exa. So that's a Windows. Yeah, and 64-bit English US. So no, this is a no. So let's see how it will go, and I need to check all my disks one day, and I need to write down on them, because some of them are for Windows, some of them are just backups from customers, some of them are for Linux, and some of them are for Mac OS. So yeah, I'll give more to you. So again, here we got a 500 gigabytes my hard drive. Yes, I can sell this drive for like £10 to the customer, and what we can do is, if customer will likes it, he can pay me like £10 for the hard drive. He can get a charger or take my charger, and we can order another for him, because that's just a few days and it will come. I wouldn't recommend him the universal one. I would recommend him the like a proper for this model, because that's just £10. So he can keep it and see if he can work with it. Meanwhile, I can have time to fix that with a keyboard issue. If I won't be able, then I can just move on to making it as a PC, stationary PC, by using its screen, its motherboard, and just neglect the rest of the case, which is damaged with hinges, and neglect the I can keep even the battery, which I can mount at the back of the screen, the battery. So then it will be still possible to properly charge it, and that's it. So to be true, we can make it portable, but we would need, because there is no, I think, Bluetooth adapter, because then customer could have a keyboard on a Bluetooth with a mouse, or keyboard and mouse just wireless, one way or another. So yeah, we can make it portable still, only not as a laptop. Or I can find some old enclosure, really old one, And as long as I will fit the keyboard, some keyboard which will fit that laptop, which will be compatible with, then we can use that that hardware on this new enclosure. That would be possible. But I need to match the screen size only of that enclosure. That's doable. Then would be as a laptop again. I would struggle probably with replacing the touchpad, because not every touchpad works on every laptop. Yes, that's different connector, different technology, and so on. But it is possible to transfer it. Sometimes it's a big pain, but it is possible. Okay, so it stopped loading. We don't know how it will end up. That's why I think I will finish the recording and we can talk about this issue, or was I able to install it, in the next episode, because the recording already have 40 minutes. Or I can pause it for now and I can come back to you with a decision, or if it moved or it didn't move, and then we can see, because I need to be able to install here a fully working modern operating system, which means I'm able to put Google Chrome. Oh look, mouse has loaded. So screen has loaded, mouse has loaded, and drive is working. So we've got some success already. So it should switch screen to the GUI, graphic user interface now. And yes, so I need to have modern operating system. Why? Because of all the modern software. If we want to use web browsing, we need to have updated Chrome OS or Firefox, yes, whatever customer likes to use. And GUI is loaded, you can see, yes. And left touchpad button is working as well. Happy days. So it's taking its time, but it's doing the job at the end. That's good. Keep in mind that it's reading from the disk. It's not loading operating system from the hard drive, nor from the pen drive. It's loading from the disk. I don't know where's my second pen drive. Probably over there. Okay, I'll pause it because that's taking its time. So let's see if it will load. If it will load, we can continue recording. If no, I'll say you bye bye. Guys, so it didn't took ages. And it done. It done, so I can install. I know you don't see it clearly. I know it, and it's a bit too bright. I would have to lower the ISO. Maybe on 800 will leave you. And I don't know how vivid it is. So you can see it's loading. English, yes, let's do English. Continue. I won't keep you on the installation process, like when it will be copying files, but on the setup we can. I won't be setting it's extended with Windows keys. Yes, that's the one. UK extended with Windows keys, yes. And now we don't want to connect to the network at this time, because then it will be asking us for password and it will take ages. We can do it after. and would try to download updates and so on. Erase disk and install Ubuntu. That's the one. Yes, good. I won't put LVM. No, it's fine. Yes, good, because that's after the continue warning to destroy all data. Very good. That's the way to go. And no, not New York. London. Not good enough. I'm trying to use the touchpad, believe or not. I'm trying. And I'm struggling because it's trying to read from the disk. Okay, I think it's already copying the files. So yeah, if that's the case, I can just pause and we can come back when it will be putting up. Yes, because we don't need this whole process. It's a shame that from the laptops which customer brought in, there's no SSD drive. Because if customer would have an SSD, that would be nice, because this would be automatically quicker. Yes, on the SSD. I can feel that this laptop is slightly too warm to be true. It's already here about 40 degrees, 35 to 40 degrees, because I can hear too warm, you know, too warm surface, which is, to be true, quite normal for them. Yes. Username, user, okay, user will do. Computer name, laptop or HP laptop. Okay, that will do. And choose a password, login in automatically. For now we can always, oh look, it won't allow us. Yeah, they've made it, because Linux is safer and it doesn't allow it. Okay, let's do very complicated password, and I'll ask customer to change. Short password, really? I don't know how you figure it out. That's shocking. That's shocking. How you can say my password is short, is long enough? And close the DVD tray. Let's get the camera. Okay, will it load? It will load. So we got it. So look, guys. Yeah, if I would have a... What's wrong with you? Look, 37, 38, 40. And that's what I was saying, you know, 40 degrees here. We will probably need to open it and remove the dust from it, because it's super hot. Yeah, reaching 40, and that's not something which is, you know, which is desirable. So we will open it, and we will get the new thermal paste on it and remove the dust from it. But first we need to finish installing the operating system. Once this one will be done, then we'll be okay. So it's 49 minutes of the recording, guys. So maybe let's call it a part 1, and in part 2 we can, because that will just install and boot, you know, boot up. So if the process will be okay, we can continue it, or you know what, I'll pause it. Let's finish one, because in one will be installation, and in the second one will be opening, cleaning it, and putting new thermal paste in it. So see you soon. So it happened. Let's switch to the DSLR. Okay, it's a bit too bright. Anyways, not continue testing, let's restart. Yes, and on the restart we need to remove the media. It doesn't matter, is it Windows, Linux or Mac OS. Ooh, that's super hot. My power supply is super hot as well. So yeah, it copied all the file, it formatted the drive, installed the boot sector as well for us, yes, and configured the stuff which is needed. So now will be probably a bit of a time to restart it. Anyways, I'm curious, you know, if it will boot up okay, then that's fine. This desktop theme is called GNOME. Yes, there are two most popular desktop themes, and they are GNOME, and the one which I'm using, it's KDE, K Desktop Environment. So GNOME is more lightweight. Yes, if you get older PC, laptop, then you can use it and it's fine. Yes, you can press escape to see the command line. Yes, please remove installation medium, then press enter. So now we will see if it will boot up. Now okay, yes, then that's mean we're okay. If it will boot up with an error, then, or errors, then we will have a problem. But it's loading. Again, we can press the escape button to see what's loading, what errors. I like to know it, you don't have to. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, super hot. It's still working stable, that's a good thing. Hard drive is working because it's blinking here. You might not see it, but I see it clearly. So if this will boot up, it will be worth to open it, clean it, and so on. Yes, so it's loading, that's fine. If it's loading, if we see 18.04, then that means that's okay. Yes, there will be tons of updates if we will connect online, so I won't be doing it. But it is, you know, it is possible now to operate Google Chrome. You can install Skype on it if you use, WhatsApp if you use. You can install Wine. Wine is not emulator. Wine, yes, Wine is not emulator. Just adding the libraries required by Windows. So it's not emulating Windows, it's just adding libraries, so DLLs and so on, which allows for the application to work, because all Windows applications are library dependent. Yes, and so like it's sort of creating the environment. Yes, it's okay. You see now it's showing finally. As I said, you know, with SSD it's much quicker. With hard drive is just a problem. User manager, user ID 1000. Oh, excuse me. And we will see if it will boot up. You know, it has potential to be okay. Then we can think, you know, maybe customer want to stay with it for now. If it will be working but it will be too slow, oh well, we can't help it. Okay, so you know guys, because it's taking a lot of time, you see the recording for 54 minutes, I see it for much longer. I think I'll pause it. If it will boot up to operating system, I'll continue. If no, we can say goodbyes, because at this stage this should move. Okay, I see the hard drive is working, so I don't know how long it will require for the first boot up. And then the question is, each boot up will take that long, or it's just the first boot up, and hence for that, you know, it's just doing the way it's doing. Yes, so it's taking its time because it's of a first boot up. So we need to observe that and keep it in mind, and then see what it will do after. So guys, see you in a short wee while. Guys, so it loaded, yes, and it is slow. I don't think without the SSD it will be worth working on. And there is another problem, touchpad. For now it's not working, so we can don't know why it just stopped during the boot up. For me it's too slow, you know, it's no comfort at work. Don't know if, yeah, mouse is working, you see, whereas touchpad it's frozen. It's on now, it's off, yes, now it's on, so it should work, but it's not working. So we can go, no, we're too slow to do it. Open software now, yes, done. So now, with Linux, I know you don't see clearly, yes, I know it guys, I know it. So I want to zoom in, and I want you to be more at the top. Okay, something like that. I can hold it like that. So now a bit closer. Okay, now let's press the, maybe you can read it. It's written here Wednesday. Yes, it's trying to connect with a network, but I don't wanna, you know, I don't wanna select network right now and connect it, because that would be, you see, you get a Firefox web browser, yes, and you can easily install here. Oh look, we got an issue. Houston got a problem. So the keyboard, probably the keyboard, either the keyboard is pressing this button here, and that can cause problems. I don't know if we can overcome it. I think we can just try to open it, you know, we can try to open it, because that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to check all the problems, and I see already that there is a equal sign, which is a shame, because apart from that we could work it out. Well, it is what it is, and we can't save everyone. It can be good as a it can be good as a enclosure to another laptop, yes, because this is too slow, and plus there is a keyboard issue. Come. Even if the other one with broken hinges, you know, we could fit here to this enclosure. That would be something. Because here is really old. You know, the computing module in this, yes, like a main board. And it's really slow. We can still try. Okay. I will switch it off, power off. We can still try to open it. We can still try to how you call it, clean it, yes, but I will need to look into that keyboard. See, that's okay. So it should switch off still. One, it's overheating, yes, that's the biggest issue we've got at the moment. So we need to make sure it will be cleaned. It will have a new thermal paste. we need to see if we can do the if I'll switch to my camera. If we can do the fix of that keyboard and then see if this is operable. Yes, because if it's too slow, then we need to replace the computing module and keep the rest. So if we could remove the main board from it, but we would have everything else, well, maybe not everything else, but you know, parts of it used, that would be nice. Yes. What else we could do with it? If we can fix that keyboard, we can put something like Raspberry Pi inside, then we could use the keyboard from it. We won't be able to use the touchpad probably because we've got no controller to the touchpad, and we won't be building a controller to the touchpad. No. Yes, so that's what we can do. We got a good connector for the charger, so we could use the charger as well if we need. Keyboard, screen, and the enclosure. That's what we could do to create a better equipment for the customer. Yes, we won't be using touchpad, we won't be using the battery, dead anyway. And here we can use the fan because in those other laptops we've got no fans that could cool off the whole system, and that fan doesn't take so much current that the power supply wouldn't make it. Yes, so that's okay. That's okay. So yeah, let's see. Let's do the part 2. Let's open it. Let's take everything from the inside. Let's clean it up. Probably we need to open it a second time because that issue with the keyboard is annoying. We can't have button pressed all the time. I'm just curious why. Excuse me. During the installation, when I was doing all of the installation, why I haven't seen that equal sign anywhere. Yes. Don't know. We will see if that dead man can work again. Yeah, guys, thank you. That's I think 5th recording today. We can't say we've got a fix or no fix because that's too old technology to say anything about it at this stage. And let's see what we can do about it. Keep it as a vintage laptop. Yes, with Vista. Even with the original serial number, license key, or maybe turn it into something useful the way it is. Yes, designed. Sorry for my yawning, but really I'm recording since before the high noon, about 9-10 ish a.m. recording after recording, plus I was hanging my speaker. And maybe we will just use the screen and an enclosure and get the rest completely different, including the keyboard, including the touchpad. Maybe we will see. So we need a part 2 to make the test of the main board. Is it useful or it's not useful? And about the keyboard, not always I'm able to use it as a keyboard for another laptop. Many times it's just a failure because you can't match all the connections. But that's it, guys. That's it. Thank you for watching. Let's fight for the right to repair. Let's make repairable devices and let's don't worry about those things anymore. Yes? See you later. See you in the next one. Bye bye.